Hello everyone. Today we will be diving into the world of large language models, comparing two titans, Google's Gemini and OpenAI ChatGPT. Buckle up, language enthusiasts, as we explore their distinct personalities and strengths. But before going towards differences, first let's see their similarities. I have three similarities of ChatGPT and Gemini. Let me tell you. The first one is both are AI models trained on massive dataset of text and code. Second one is both can generate human quality text, translate languages, write different kind of creative content and answer your question in a informative way. Third, both are still under development, constantly learning and evolving. These are similarities between Gemini and ChatGPT. Now, let me tell you that Google has just released this new AI called Gemini AI. First, it was named as Bard, but now it is changed into Gemini AI. Well, you don't know about this model, so let me first introduce you towards Gemini AI. Then we will see the difference between ChatGPT and Gemini. Well, so Gemini is divided into three parts. The first model of Gemini is Ultra model, second is Pro model, and third is Nano model. Where Ultra model can do complex tasks. The Pro model is the best model which can do wide range of tasks. And Nano model is the most efficient model which can do on-device tasks. You guess the difference between the Ultra model, Pro model, and the Nano model. Now, according to Google DeepMind, okay, according to Google DeepMind, out of 32 standards, Gemini performed better than ChatGPT in 30 standards. Means there are 32 standard of performance measure. In that 32 standards, Gemini performed 30 standard performance measure better than ChatGPT. You can think that Gemini is good than ChatGPT. I would say better than ChatGPT. So now let's deep dive into the difference between Google's Gemini and OpenAI's ChatGPT. So the first difference is based on one test named as massive multitask language understanding, which is also known as MMLU test. What then you will ask me, what is this MMLU? Let me explain you. Now, when these 57 subjects get combined, then the test is known as Massive Multitask Language Understanding, which is MMLU. Then what type of subjects are under this? So let me tell you: maths, physics, history, law, medicine, ethics, and many more. When you will go to Google and search about MMLU test and how many subjects are there inside it, you will get the perfect data. Now let me tell you the scores of Gemini and ChatGPT in this MMLU test. Well, Gemini's score in this test was 90% and it has performed better than ChatGPT. So I would say that between this ChatGPT and Gemini race, 1 point has given to Gemini. Okay, Gemini scored 1 point. Now let's go ahead with the second difference. Now, the second test was GSM8K benchmark test. This test is taken for understanding the arithmetical reasoning skill of both Gemini and ChatGPT. So in this test, Gemini scored approx 86.5% and ChatGPT 3.5 scored 57.1%. So now we can say that difference in ChatGPT and Gemini. Now Gemini has 2 points and ChatGPT is 0. That's not good. Now let's move ahead. Now we have human evil benchmark test. Now what does this test mean? This test is for code generation test. Means which AI model will generate code faster. So in this test, Gemini Pro was better than ChatGPT 3.5. Now talking about scores, let us see the score that ChatGPT 3.5 scored 48.1% in this test and Gemini scored 67.7% in this test. So we will say that ChatGPT one more time scores 0 and Gemini get 3. Okay, now let's move ahead. But now Till now, you have seen that Gemini is only winning the race, but now ChatGPT has come in the race. Now, there was one test based on math. In this test, ChatGPT performed better than Gemini. In the math test, Gemini scored 32.6, where ChatGPT scored 34.1. So, from here we can say that Gemini has 3 point and ChatGPT gets 1 point. So that was the results, and from the difference which we have calculated from the test which was conducted, we can say that Gemini was better than ChatGPT. But the next question arise is that what we should use. We should use Gemini or ChatGPT. I would say for various tasks. Okay, for various tasks like image, videos, and various tasks for code generation, for running the code, anything. For various tasks, you can use the versatile assistant known as Gemini. If you want to perform various tasks, you can use Gemini. But for creative text generation, you can use ChatGPT 4. For creative text generation, I would prefer you use ChatGPT 4, and for various tasks, you can use Gemini. Okay. According to benchmark test, I would say Gemini seems to be better than ChatGPT. Okay. But for same methodology, after comparison, we see ChatGPT gets the lead. Okay. According to benchmark, Gemini was better. But for same methodology, ChatGPT gets the lead. Now, you can take a screenshot or download this. As we discuss ahead, this is same data, but it is the original data which I have taken out from the official website. Okay. So from here we can see that MMLU test which I have did about combination of 57 subjects. Gemini Ultra has 90.04% and ChatGPT 4 here has 87 and ChatGPT 3.5 has 70. So it's less and Gemini wins, right? Then GSMDK that I have tell you, and that also 94.4 and ChatGPT 92 and 57. Here also Gemini wins. Now big bench hard, you can see that 83.6 and here 83.1 and 66.6. Here also Gemini is winning. Human Evil also 74.4. Here 67 and 48. Here also Gemini is winning. Now going down for natural 2 code, 74.9, here 73 and 62. Here also Gemini is winning. Now talking about drop, you can see the meaning of this all below it. Python code task, Python code generation. Drop is reading comprehension and arithmetics. Here also Gemini is winning and ChatGPT is losing. Hella swag. You can see the down that common sense multi-choice question, that common sense question. In common sense question, Gemini Ultra is losing and ChatGPT is winning. According to recent data. According to recent data. Now WHWMT23 machine translation, here 74, 73, and here also Gemini is winning. So I would say according to recent data, Gemini is more better than ChatGPT, right? So now let's go towards Google, open ChatGPT and Gemini, and let's compare both of them. Okay, so the first thing we will perform between ChatGPT and Gemini is I will tell ChatGPT and Gemini to write me a poem about JavaScript. Let's see who writes better. So write me a poem for JavaScript, or you can say about JavaScript. Okay, I will just copy this and ask same to Gemini over here. And now I will click on enter. I will click on enter. Now let's see who generates better. Well, ChatGPT has started generating and Gemini is taking few Gemini is taking time. Okay, Gemini has generated faster than ChatGPT. Oh, that's really interesting. Now let's see the poem. In the realm of code, where language dance, a script merges a digital trans JavaScript viewer on the web. A realm of browse, request language dance. Well, both are amazing, right? Both have done their job very well. Now we will open a new tab. Over here also I will open a new tab. If I'm creating over here, a new tab is opened. Now I will ask the second question. Now I have a code ready. Now the second comparison between them will be for code. Now I will give ChatGPT and Gemini a code and I will ask them to tell me the error in that code. I will ask them to tell me the error in that code. So now I have the code ready over here. Now let me copy this code, come to both ChatGPT and Gemini. Okay, now let me paste this code over here and ask, and just I will just remove one thing. Wait a while, what happened? Okay, the code is pasted. I will just remove this so that error will be generated automatically. Okay, and here I will just remove this like this. Okay, and just I will copy this code and paste it in Gemini, and here I will ask ChatGPT for tell me the error and this code and this code. Okay, and same thing I will ask to Gemini. Let's see who is giving us accurate answer. Okay, now just enter this. I will also enter over here. Now let's see the answers of both. Okay, he has just taken out this error of cout. I've just removed u from cout, so it is giving us the correct answer, and it has also given us that include iostream. We are missing with this arrow. Okay, okay, so the answer is perfect, accurate, very good. Now let's see about this Gemini. We are glad to assist the identification correction provider. Okay, confirm this error is unreal behavior. Okay, he's also saying the same thing, that instead of cout I have just written cout. Okay, and the missing semicolon in this scene age, well, this is a wrong prediction, man. I have not done anything with the semicolon. Okay, then potential array overflow. Okay, but I think that Gemini is losing this, because you can see that uncommenting main function. Then okay, that's correct, that's correct. Potential memory leak if the character array allocate data memory using Gemini is not tell anything about this IO stream one, right, which I have done right now. The code was correct, only there were two errors. I think ChatGPT won this race of telling errors in the code. Okay, so now let's go ahead. I will open a new chat, and now we will tell both of them to write me a code. Okay, so let's tell both of them to write me a code. Write me a code of Python for accessing my desktop camera. Okay, let me see, let me copy this and paste it over here, and now let's hit enter on both sides. Okay, so ChatGPT is generating very well. We are using a OpenCV module in Python for accessing our camera, and it's 100% correct, and the code is perfect code. I can see that he has first given us about pip install OpenCV so that we can access that module. Then he has imported the CV2 file that captured our video for accessing the webcam. Then the code is totally perfect, man, totally perfect. Now we will go towards the Gemini and see that what type of code Gemini is giving. That Gemini is telling us about importing CV2 module. Here is Python code snippet using OpenCV2 module. I can guess that it is correct, but he has not tell us anything about installing library first. Okay, so that's right. Then import cv2, then Gemini is explaining the code by commenting, right? And ChatGPT also explaining. Yeah, both are perfect. Gemini is also given an explanation about the things which are used in its code. Okay, that's also very good. And it has also given us the important notes about how to. Okay, see, Gemini has also given us about installing OpenCV, and that's very good. Okay, the code are perfect. ChatGPT has not given us any type of information, any type of explanation about the code, but the code is also perfect. Okay, I think so. Gemini has done well in it, and ChatGPT loses 1 point because of explanation and important notes. Gemini was perfect. ChatGPT code was also perfect, but Gemini code was little bit nicer than ChatGPT. So now we have compared three types. Now the main thing for which I would say that you should use Gemini instead of ChatGPT. Well, you can see this. The code is generated over here. If you have advanced Gemini function, means now I am using the free one. I'm using the free one. You can see over here. But if you purchase this, you can upgrade it. And if you purchase this Gemini Advanced, the features you will get is to shared code on your Google Cloud. Okay, so here you can only copy this code, okay, and use anywhere else. But if you go towards advanced Gemini Advanced, Gemini Advanced will give access to export the code on Google Colapse or export the code on Replit. You can also draft the code in email and you can export it on Docs if you have Gemini Advanced feature. So I think that this feature was amazing. Okay, for by this feature, I think that Gemini score one more point extra than ChatGPT. This was the complete difference between ChatGPT and Gemini. I hope so. Your doubts between ChatGPT and Gemini is clear now after this lecture. So now let's meet in the next lecture. Bye bye, guys.